What is up, YouTube? Thrift School over here, outside of possibly the smallest Goodwill in Connecticut. Smallest one that I know of. I haven't been here in a long time. This is, I believe, the Hamden location. We're gonna go inside, see what we can find to buy and sell on eBay and Amazon. I don't know if you could enter in through these doors, but I'm gonna try. And I gotta get over the snow. Here we go. And it actually looks pretty well packed in there. Let's hope that we find some stuff. Let's hope this door opens. It doesn't. Okay, you gotta go around back. Oh no, what a tease. Let's go. I should have read that sign. It says entrance with a little arrow pointing around back. So you gotta walk down a dark alley. Let's go. So I haven't been inside of this thrift store in a very long time, so I don't really know where everything is located in here. But right when I entered in, I see a huge media shelf, and I noticed some video games on top. So I figured, okay, this is where they keep the video games. I'm always trying to find them. Every thrift store I go in, you never know what kind of prices they're going to have on these things. Maybe they charge $10 each. Maybe they charge $2 each. And I see some Xbox One games here. It looks like $2.99. That's not a bad price. Granted, those are just sports games. It's nothing super special, so we left those behind. And I thought I saw a Wii U game up there, but really this media shelf looks like most media shelves that you'll see in your thrift stores probably. Now, there are some PC games. You see that 12 plus right there. That means it is a European game, so probably no good to sell here. Just did a quick glance over and decide let's move to a different portion of the store. Maybe we could find some electronics. Trying to find that electronics wall. I turn this corner, and what do you know? Here's the electronics wall. And there's actually a decent amount of stuff here. I see a DVD VCR combo, but they were asking $11. That's a little high. No cords, no remote. I have no idea if it works, no real way to test it. So left that behind. If it was maybe $2, $3, maybe I'd take a chance. There's another DVD player right there for $13. Definitely too much. So you know what? That seems a little high. What else do we have here? We have a CD 5-disc changer, $10. And a Blu-ray player up here for $13. So you could see, you know, the prices at least are all around the same. There's nothing too crazy. I've been into some thrift stores where they're charging $30, $40 for a DVD player, which is absolutely insane. Now, printers can be worth some good money. This one right here was $10. It's a Dell, and it appears to be a laser printer. These things can go for great money. But there's one main reason why I didn't grab it. It is missing its power cord back there. So I have no way of testing it. And the Goodwills in Connecticut only give you 2 days to return an item. So it would take me more than 2 days to find that exact cord. So it just wasn't worth the $10 risk for me. Even if something's selling for, you know, $50, $60, $70, even $100, you're just throwing $10 away and hoping that it could possibly work. It's just not super worth it in most cases. Maybe you guys would be more willing to take a risk on that. It is only $10 for a good potential profit, but I decided to leave it behind. So far we are striking out all over this thrift store. That's not good. We're gonna have to go to a whole nother section in here because look at this trash I'm seeing. This is like weirdly covered in this white sticky stuff. Had no idea what was on that. Probably shouldn't have been touching it. Too late now. And, you know, this thrift store, I'm just not really finding anything. So let's try and move over and see if we could find some toys or games or something interesting. Right below that shelf, I saw an Apples to Apples game. Brand new, sealed for $2.99. That is a great price. Here it is on Amazon. Great rank in toys, and look at that, selling for $33. I'm going to make $23 on this thing, and I'm only paying $3. So after all fees, after what I paid for it, I'm going to profit $20. That's already making this trip worth it. Let's keep looking. We want to turn it into over $100. So let's keep looking. I find this Staples clock. It's kind of interesting. I looked it up on eBay because I was curious. It's not worth anything at all. So if you guys ever see one of these out in the wild, even if it's $1, even if it's free, don't really bother picking it up because they do not sell well. So there's a little tip for you guys. Now, I do want to find more games, and I do find another game down below, but look at how many pieces this thing is missing. It's missing a little timer, it's missing a pencil, the box isn't complete, but look at what this thing sells for. Used condition, $56. You'd make $43. It's a shame it's missing everything. So I find this all the time in thrift stores. You know, things get ripped open, thrown around. Sometimes things get donated like this, right? And it is what it is. There's not much you could do about it unless you take a closer look on the shelf and you dig and you find the lid. There we go. That's pretty sweet. So let's slide this lid out here, and you can see they're asking $5 for it. So cool. Maybe other pieces are hidden down here. And yep, I'm finding the little instruction booklets. Okay, cool. We're one step closer to finding all the pieces to this. I'm looking everywhere and I couldn't find any more pieces, but I am taking it because the only two things it's missing is a little timer and a pencil. They're generic items. I could pick them up anywhere and complete that set. So that's what I'm going to try and do. And take a look at this clue game. It is kind of beat. It's missing a couple of the characters. You know, I have found this game multiple times in the past and it is never complete. This die is from a whole different game with the numbers written on it in pencil. This thing just wasn't even worth it to pick up. It's missing far too many pieces. So left it behind, and I know that there has to be more of a toy section inside of this thrift store. And lo and behold, look at all these plushies. I see a whole bunch of plushies and a whole bunch of board games over in the back corner of the store. And you know what? There looks to be a pretty decent amount of games here. So what I'm going to do, pull each one that I think can possibly be worth money, like this Star Wars Operation game right here looks pretty neat. And I'm just going to stick them in a cart. I went and I got a cart and I found a Forbidden Desert game. And I'm just going to stick everything inside of that cart that I think looks interesting. And I'm going to sit there and count the pieces. It takes time. It's a little bit of work, but it can definitely be worth it. People don't realize how well used games sell for. But not only used things, you want to keep an eye out for new things like this train. $10. I'm looking it up on eBay. Brand new. I couldn't find the exact model, but you could see very similar ones selling. There's a really good one at $218. Very similar one selling for around that $50-ish range. I decided not to get it because this was filmed right around Christmas time and the prices are a little higher than normal because of that, and it looks like it's selling more often because it's around Christmas. That's when people buy those things. So I don't want to buy it and hold on to it for a year before it sells. It's just going to take up a lot of space. So I left it behind, but what I want to do now, like I said, is count all of these board game pieces, and this one looks so promising. Hardly any of those little footballs were punched out. It looked like the game card had only been used once, which is pretty nice. It looked like everything was in here, and surprisingly, this game was actually missing quite a few pieces. It looked like it had never been played. I'm surprised it was missing right there and right there. 2 footballs. Such a shame. Had to leave it. It was missing a couple plastic pieces too, so that one we left behind, and there's still many other games to count pieces for, so I got to get a move on. Otherwise, I'll be in the store for hours upon hours. This Thomas the Tank Engine game, it looked great to me also, but it was missing just one of these little cardboard pieces. Not much I could do about that. So this is what we're left with. This cart of games right here. I'm going to do a recap and show you how much these things are worth. And yes, I put everything back that wasn't worth it. Let's do it. The first game we have here is this Hunger Games District 12 board game. You could see after fees, I'm going to be making $17 on it. They were only asking $3, so that's a $15 profit. This Clue Junior game, selling for $18 after fees, I will make $10.36. They were asking $2, so it's about an $8 profit. This one really surprised me, guys. Keep your eyes open for this Price is Right DVD game. I find these DVD games all the time, and I never knew they were worth this much. Over a $40 profit on this one after all fees. This game was also only $2, which is absolutely insane to me. Did not know it was worth that much. The Forbidden Desert game after fees is selling for $12.39. That's not bad. I thought it'd be worth a little bit more. It might be a game I keep and try to play. I've always been interested in it. And then the last game that I didn't show you guys is this American Revolution card game. I'm only going to make about $6.70 after fees. This one was also $2, so I'll make about almost $5 on it. Now, if you add in that Hink Pink game, whatever that is, and the Apples to Apples game, which I believe I was getting $20 profit on that and about $40 profit on that Hink Pink game, more or less, we're looking at about $100, if not more, profit on just these few board games in here. I love selling board games and toys, guys. I highly recommend you look into them, scan them. Don't mind counting pieces. I'm selling these on Amazon, but you could sell all these kinds of things over on eBay as well. Definitely keep your eyes open. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions at all. Subscribe if you haven't already. This is Thrift School signing out. See ya.